We're up and running, and we are gonna do some revisions to the team because I took a day off, and because I've been losing a lot now that we're at the higher part of the ladder. So I've got some things that I know I need to think about. So we want to go here. I think I paid for all this stuff, so yeah, I've got 18 teams. So I'm gonna, can I just duplicate a team? Let's maybe rename it. Okay. So we're gonna still keep that set, that trio that we have. I want to keep Pidgeot, but I'm gonna change Pidgeot a little bit. I'm gonna add Frostlass instead of Beedrill this time. And for now, I'm still keeping Steelix, but I think Steelix might change in the long run to a different Mega Steel type. I just haven't had enough games in a positive position against Floette, Mega Floette, to really figure out Steelix, and I've also prioritized Beedrill in my matchup against against Floette. So I think this is just going to be a little bit better. But Beedrill, I think Beedrill's got potential, but not in this team. It's just too much switches, and there's not enough defense on it to allow it to be successful. Also, I'm sorry if Asher's bone is irritating in the background. Okay, so I have to go buy Frostlass. Ash. Good boy. You're a good boy. I'm just trying to think, and that's kind of hard, making it hard to think. Oh, so you're going to bring it closer. He's a good dog. He's a very good boy. But sometimes, they're just a little frustrating. Yep, he just brought it closer. All right. So, we got to go get Frostlass. Shop. I can't. Okay. Can you chew on the... No. Okay. Can you chew on the soft bone? See? You got this. Right? Oh, you're already sitting? Hey, sit. Go. Good boy. Oh, you want attention now. Okay. So we gotta buy the Frostlass, or what's it actually called? Frostlass. Yep. Team. Okay. Back to here. Item doled. There we go. And this is actually kind of what I was already thinking. But just changing out Hex to protect. Or not Hex, changing Will-O-Wisp to protect. I want to keep Hex because of all the Thunder Waves and Machagacha burns. So Rain. Frostlass. And what we are going to do here is this. And then the defense gets a 1.5 boost, so that's really 135. But yeah, I mean, our team is already just so bulky that I want to add as much bulk to this Frostlass as possible. Oh, that was the other thing. If only Pokemon could have 5 moves. This has to become Protect. And now I'm torn. Do I go Hex? Or do I go Draining Kiss? I think I want to try Draining Kiss first. Because that just makes sense in my brain. I'm also torn between Blizzard, Icy Wind, and a idea that I'm toying with is just going with Weather Ball. And you know what? I'm crazy enough that I might just try Weather Ball right off the bat. Because I think I'm going to see a lot more Wide Guard. And with the way I have this team organized, at least, I'm going to be able to only have to worry about Mega evolving the Frostlass. So, Weather Ball. So, if I think about weather matchups in general, there's 4 weather matchups. There's Snow, which we benefit from because we are an Ice type. And we're the ones also setting up the Snow. 2, there's Sun teams, which, if they mess up our weather with like a Mega Charizard Y or a Torkoal, there's no like after you shenanigans. So a Trick Room Torkoal, we're not bringing Frostlass anyways. But if we go against a Sun team, take care of the Charizard with the Arcanine because we almost always do. We can use a Fire type Weather Ball into a Venusaur or into another Chlorophyll user, like. But I mean, then we also could have just clicked Blizzard. But Blizzard loses its accuracy in the Sun. So I actually like Weather Ball in the Sun matchups. Not that we would probably bring Frostlass, but maybe we would. I think actually we would, wouldn't we? Yeah, this would fix the Sun matchups. Because Steelix doesn't work very well against all of it because of the Sleep Powders on Venusaur, the Fire type moves just in general, and it's slow. I like this. I like this idea. So yeah, Weather Ball is a nice surprise and twist to everything. And if I am going to go Weather Ball, I like Draining Kiss more than Hex. Because then I can still do super effective to dragons outside of the rain. Or outside of the snow. Rain matchups are mostly Water-type Pokemon and Archaladon. If it's an Archaladon rain team, we're probably not bringing Frostlass. But for the water type Pokemon, we have Thunderbolt still. So, yeah. Not that we would want to bring Froslass in against, what's it? Basculegion. And then Sandstorm. That's the only time where Weather Ball feels yucky. But also, that Sandrush Excadrill, we're not dealing with that. We're not bringing Froslass for that one. We'd probably bring Pidgeot. But rely mostly on Sinistcha and Gyarados into the Sand teams. And Arcanine. All three of them are decent into Sand teams. So, that's Froslass. The other thing that I have realized is Heat Wave I've barely been clicking it, so it makes no sense to keep it. What makes more sense is Tailwind. That makes a lot more sense at this point. Because we usually end up getting it out next to Sinistcha, so we can redirect. Or we can, we're pivoting enough that, it'll work, I think. And it would fix a lot of those end games where Sinistcha just wasn't fast enough. Was there anything else that I wanted to switch right now? Definitely need a Steel type. Like a Steel Fairy, Steel Dragon feels a lot better. I just don't like our Dragon matchups right now. And dragons are starting to pop up everywhere. I also haven't been a huge fan of Earthquake, though, so let's see. Let's see what we get. Interesting. Breaking Swipe interests me. Goes with the theme of the team of chipping away. And it's some nice spread damage. I mean, because for a while I was thinking about adding in Rock Slide, but it's so slow that that you're never actually fishing for the flinch chance. You're just picking it for damage, which there's got to be a better move for. But yeah, Arcanine has Bulldoze for ground type coverage. Yeah, but now we're gonna kind of force ourselves into using Steelix. Oh, actually, I want to just double check the Steel type moves again. Is there something better than Iron Head? Iron Tail's just not accurate enough. Yeah, let's go with Heavy Slam. Because we're really thinking about just those fairies. And, that's what? Gardevoir? Gardevoir can't. Oh, I gotta look up the Heavy Slam calculations. Do some math. Gardevoir. Is 106 point. I'm not saying it. I refuse. You can't make me. You can't make me say it. Mega Steelix is 1631. So 106 and 1631. 106, 1631. 106, 1631, and calculation. So less than 20% of the user's weight. 1631 times 0.2. So anything less than 326 pounds gets 120 base damage. So that takes care of Gardevoir. So 326. Let's just double check. I'm pretty sure Floette, being one of the smallest Pokemon of all time, Mega Floette's not that big. But is it under 326 pounds? Wow. Surprisingly, it weighs 222.2 pounds. That, at 0.2 meters, at 8 inches, it weighs 222 pounds. This weight. It puts on 220 pounds when it Mega Evolves. That's a big flower. I'm just saying. That's a really big flower. Yikes. Well, it's still underneath the threshold, though. What other fairy types have we been encountering? Sylveon. That's 51 pounds, so that gets the most amount of damage. What about Mega Frostlass? Because our Frostlass does not go well into their Frostlass. We will have a bad Frostlass matchup at this point. Oh, we still have Arcanine, but it's only 20 or 65 pounds. So I think I like Heavy Slam. Oh, what else have we been struggling with? We've also still been struggling with Rotom Wash, which is why I wanted something bulkier, like the Frostlass. Man, that Rotom is such a pain in the butt. Like, it just does so good into Gyarados. Rotom Wash and Rotom Heat. So Rotom Wash, we end up picking Frostlass. Rotom Heat, we get demolished by. Like, absolutely crushed. Auto loss level of nope. The only thing we have going for us is that Rock Slide from Arcanine. And the fact that Overheat drops special attack. A Choice Scarf Rotom Heat is the worst possible thing for us. I guess I never really thought about how much, like, we've been struggle busing with Rotom Wash so much that I totally have not even thought of how bad our Rotom Heat matchup is. And that doesn't get any better if we even take off Steelix and replace it with another steel type. Okay. Let's just take a look at Rotom's weaknesses for a sec. Where are you? You're Gen 4. There you are. Okay. Wash Rotom. Grass. Wash. So, Wash Rotom, we've got an answer in Sinistcha. Grass. And that's it. Heat. Water. Which, no, bad plan. And Rock. Which is Arcanine. I think we have as best of a plan as possible for the two. I just don't like it. Alright. So, does this have everything we're thinking? Yes? I believe so. Okay. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I haven't changed the team. We've practiced with that a lot. We got all the way to Ultra Ball rank with that first iteration of, oh, second technically. We changed the Pidgeot and the Steelix a good bit already. Okay. So Rain. We already talked about this. This is why we made Froslass. And our Sneasler plan had been to stagger our Intimidators. But I want weather control, so I have to keep Froslass in the back. I've never really played with weather teams, to be completely honest. I did a little bit with sand because of because I really like playing these slower chip damage types of teams. So I would use the sand to chip down my opponents. Which, now that I think about it, I kind of think I should have, way back in the day, done more with snow. Because it was hail. Did they have a Rotom? Yeah, crit makes sense. That was a lot. That also tells me that they probably, well, they might have last respects. Because if we can get the burn off right now... Nope. I'll take poison. Out of all the possible options, I'll take the poison. I also have to get better, because part of my decision to send in Froslass was to get rid of the rain, but the reality is that the rain stays for one more turn. So Hurricane might come off right now. Yeah. Oh no! That's so bad. We're gonna have to fight through it. They're not switching, which means they're probably protecting the Pelipper if they can. Because they have to anticipate the Thunder Wave, right? No protect. They really don't want to deal with this Sinistcha. Man. Wow, Focus Sash. I didn't see that coming. Come on, don't get any status. Yes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Bright Powder putting in work today. You gotta remember that the Sneasler is still faster than the Sinistcha. No more rain for this rain team. But that probably means that the Basculegion is Choice Scarf. So we're gonna take a huge huge last respects right here. What, base 100? Yeah. Oh, into Sinistcha. You were both of them are weak to. Yeah, that makes sense. But I think they should have targeted the Froslass. Okay, so now it's +1. So we'll bring it back down to neutral. Like, I gotta get rid of this Basculegion. I probably should have Draining Kissed. The more I think about it. Yeah, I should have Draining Kissed right then, because it would have done neutral on both of them. I also didn't think. I just didn't think that time. We lose our defense boost. We're locked into Rock Slide. We lose Weather Ball. This is going to be interesting. It's definitely not over. If this is a stamina Archaludon, we're going to be struggle bossing. Oh! But Archaludons only really have hey, we can get some crazy flinches. It's gonna be really sad, the fact that I think Leftovers is already out healing the Rock Slides because of all the defense boosts. We could also get a crit or a flinch. Jeez. So we are officially in the territory where we have to click Draining Kiss every single turn now. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and do Rock Slides until I have to click Struggle. Okay, I'm going to do one more, I think. It felt a lot better. Like, the matchup in general. Got the paralysis off onto Sneasler. Messed up their rain. Alright. Ooh, Meganium. This is when having Beedrill would have been really nice. But I think this is another Froslass battle. Yeah. But I'm gonna lead my two Intimidators because they don't have Sneasler. There's no White Herb that I have to worry about. Yeah. What? Oh, my stream got messed up. Oh, I'll just see if it comes back. All of my internet went out? Dang, I was really hopeful that would miss, but we lived. Jeez. We haven't gotten a paralysis off on anything yet, so it's gotta happen eventually. And air slash is 95%, so jeez. That was a nice change in moves, but I was really hoping that I would. Have I seen what their last Pokemon is yet? No. So I can't click Bulldoze. Well, I also can't click Bulldoze because I have Frostlass. I have to pick Rock Slide. Yeah. If Rock Slide misses Meganium, I'm in deep doo-doo. Good. I'm surprised that Pelipper survived a crit. It's got to be for Farigiraf and Garchomp, I'm guessing. So we're gonna... Oh, no, Basculegion I already knew about. And Farigiraf. And we already know Basculegion is Choice Scarf, so they're clicking Wave Crash into Arcanine right now, or Aqua Jet, and hoping that it's down in 1 or 2 hits. That did a lot more than I was comfortable with. But could I have clicked Snarl last turn? I just want to see what Weather Ball looks like. But the Rock Slide's probably going to get the KO, right? I was trying to figure out why they weren't clicking Hyper Voice, but I'm just an idiot and I forgot Frostlass is a ghost type. That's immune to Hyper Voice. There we go. Frostlass is definitely the newest team member, for sure. Alright. I'm gonna call it there. Collect my rewards for the day.